Did people at a local nursing home plot to abandon a man in a hospital ER?
And tonight, a former worker tells News Channel 15 the answer is yes. We first brought you Gregory George's story yesterday. He says his caretakers dropped him off and refused to come back to get him. Tonight, News Channel 15's Janice Allen continues her coverage of this story from Studio 15.
Well, Mark and Heather, that worker was laid off earlier this month, but says he doesn't have an axe to grind. He says he simply witnessed too many bad things while he worked at Wesley Healthcare Center, including employees planning to abandon Gregory George since December.
46-year-old Gregory George spent an entire week inside Cameron Memorial Community Hospital. He claims caretakers from Wesley Healthcare Center in Auburn just left him there and never came back.
I just can't believe that a nursing home can take a patient and simply abandon them.
The so-called dumping caught George by surprise, but not this former respiratory therapist who spent nearly a year working at Wesley.
I was a little shocked, but not overly surprised.
In fact, the worker, who wants to stay anonymous, says the facility did it on purpose.
It was pre-planned. It was planned clear back in at least December that I'm aware of, that they were going to dump him the next time he wanted to go to an ER.
George says he has no idea why he was taken to the hospital in the first place. And after a week in the ER, it was clear that no one was coming back for him, despite several calls to Wesley. His theory is it's to retaliate for complaints he made there about TV noise. Complaints this worker says he and several others on staff were frankly tired of.
He created a lot of problems for the staff. Needy little things, and if he didn't get his way about something, he would call the state.
The state, by the way, gives Wesley a passing grade. This report card we found on the Department of Health's website says only 2 complaints investigated recently actually led to citations, and the center score is better than the state's average.
Now, the worker says he was laid off because he planned to tell state officials about what was going on at Wesley. I contacted the lawyer representing the nursing home for its side of the story, but my calls were not returned. And as far as George, he has been moved to another hospital in Marion. In Studio 15, I'm Janice Allen, News Channel 15.